talking, I don't sweat that. If they don't trust me either, I respect that. But she need down the ride, oh, I bet that. Ooh, I slide for my people, don't forget that. Don't forget that. Don't forget that. Ooh, I slide for my people, don't forget that. Don't forget that. Don't forget that. Ooh, I slide for my people, don't forget that.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is JH. How y'all doing, Postal family? Is everybody good? Is everybody cool? Is everybody clean? Are you crisp? Are you feeling irie today? I'm the smiling face that runs the place. For those that don't know, my name is JH. Not really my name, but I am one that tries to provide as much information about this post office as possible. Recently, I've been talking a lot about what goes on with the carriers, as well as the mail handlers, as well as the people that are working underneath the APWU. But today, I'm going to switch things up, switch my style up. We're going to switch the style up a little bit, and we're going to talk to the new people. So I'm hoping the new people that are about to make your choice to apply for the United States Postal Service, you follow a few of these steps. And if you take this offensively, I apologize, but I'm going to keep it as 100 as possible. So here's the thing. A lot of people don't realize what the process is, and I'm going to go a couple steps for you and just try to give you some basics, just some basics and some facts behind it. Not too many people like to hear what I got to say because the younger people, they feel like I'm brash. The older people feel like I'm an ass, and the people in between, they know what I mean. That was pretty good. Listen, your first day when you show up for orientation, you made it past everything. And for some reason, we have this new system coming up. All you got to do is have a clean background and you're able to get a job here. No real testing because it's just an assessment. But you show up for orientation. Let me explain something to you. You're getting paid, and I'm going to be a little harsh about this because the type of people that we're starting to get into this post office, and it's not my job. Trust me, it's not my job to tell you how to carry yourself. It really isn't. But the type of people that I'm starting to call my brothers and sisters are not the type of people that I want to call my brothers and sisters. And I see them firsthand every single orientation. So here's a little tip from me to you. When you come and you've made it to the promised land, which is your orientation day. Orientation is one day now. You're going to be sitting in front of a screen for about 6 hours. All right. You're going to get a couple chances to ask some questions. You'll do your pledge, your swearing in, your oath, everything else. Listen, when you come there, pay attention. Okay, pay attention. The bottom line is just pay attention. You're being paid for orientation. Your orientation is paid at whatever rate you're making. So let's just give a general statement. If you're getting paid $20 an hour and you're there for 8 hours, you're going to get $160 to sit in front of a screen and just listen. Don't fall asleep. Don't be rude. Turn your cell phones off. It's disrespectful to the person that's standing in front of the class. Now, some people are like, oh, that's management. No, that's not necessarily management. Those are craft employees that are doing a detail, typically, to go and make sure that you have the information so that you can succeed. That's typically your first day. Now, when you're coming in there, you're going to be uncomfortable. You're going to be around a lot of people. Don't be disruptive. 9 times out of 10, they're going to give you all the information that's necessary in order for you to win. You're going to be bored. You're going to forget a lot of things. Don't be disruptive. Number 2, come in there like you want a job. Don't come in there looking like you're going to the strip club. Don't come in there looking like bums. Don't come in there with flip-flops and bonnets on your head. It's disgusting. Pull your pants up when you walk through the door. You're coming into a federal building, regardless of what you hear about the place. You're coming into a federal facility. Carry yourself like young professionals or old professionals or professionals in general. All right. Come in there like you want a job. Come in there with a good attitude. Don't come in there expecting that they owe you something. The way work goes in this country is you exchange your service for money. Whatever service you are providing, you get monetary benefits from it. And you wouldn't be there if you didn't need money. So come in there like you got some sense. All right. Again, not everybody in there is going to be your friend. There's a lot of people in there that are going to quit within the first year. If that's not your intention, then go in there Pay attention, give your instructor the respect that they deserve, because if you were standing in front of a classroom full of strangers, it make you feel uncomfortable as well. It takes a strong person to stand in front of a bunch of strangers. It's number one. Number two, you're going to be confused out the door because they're going to tell you report times and report dates, etc. A lot of that stuff will be confusing. There will be a time for question and answers. If you have a question and you're unsure of what the correct answer is, take the pen that they let you borrow and write it down. There is no excuse for you saying, I forgot or I misunderstood. However you need to translate that information to yourself, you do it. Everybody receives information differently. Every single person receives information differently. We all understand that, but it's up to you to try to grasp that information to the best of your ability, so that when you do come to work for the first day, whatever position you're in, you're fully prepared. Number three, bring your ass there on time. Nobody wants to stop a class because you showed up a half hour late. Disrespectful. Show up to my class a half hour late, you come in 2 weeks later, and I'm letting the people at your station know you showed up late. You don't need this job. There are other people out there, 600,000 other people that have to show up to work. Not don't have that. You know, that's another story. When you get past this, then you come back and you watch my channel. But when you go there, show up on time. You got 90 days to prove yourself. That don't mean kill yourself. That means show up on time. Don't come up with the stories that we've all heard before. You're coming to a job that can potentially change your life. Doesn't necessarily mean it's going to change your life, but potentially change your life. You stick with it for 10 years, it'll change your life. Guaranteed. One way or another, change your life. Show up on time. Show up on time. Don't give no bullshit excuse. I got lost. I parked in the wrong area. If that is a person that you are, each of us have own learning disabilities and own disabilities. If you know you're not good with navigational skills and you always get lost in certain spots, come to a place early, go the day before, and find out where you need to be. Walk around the freaking building. Hey, what the hell are you doing over here? Listen, I got orientation on Monday, and I just want to make sure I know exactly where I need to report. Somebody in that building or outside is going to tell you, okay, on the left side of the building, the east side of the building, they're going to give you that information. Be prepared. So that when you show up, you don't come in there 45 minutes late and try to interrupt the class. A lot of places will not allow you in. Then you got a bad attitude because, oh man, bump that place. It's your fault. It's your fault. 40 other people got to be stopped the whole class because you showed up late. This world don't stop because of us. That's not the way the world works. Anybody that works at this post office knows this place is supposed to run on time. Supposed to. I said that. Number four, forget everything you knew about the real world, because the post office is a different beast, a different animal. All right. Everything you thought you knew about time and clocking in, take it out your head, because it's going to confuse the shit out of you. All right. They use hundredths of an hour, clicks, they call them. Don't try to figure that out. They'll give you a little card to figure out. Don't even try to figure it out. All right. Just know if you don't know what time to punch in, you go to your supervisor. Look, what time did I punch in? What is this clock supposed to say? Again, we all learn differently. What is that clock supposed to say when I punch in? 7:50? That's when I'm okay. And what time do I punch out? Okay, 12:50? Okay, and when do I come back in? All right, get that information first. There's no need for excuses. You got enough time to play on your phone and TikTok. You got enough time to sit there and Snapchat and call your home. No, learn the place so that you are not part of the problems that are coming into this place. All right, because the turnover rate is ridiculous. Turnover rate is ridiculous, not only because of, the way the managers manage, but the way that people receive information or their expectations of this place. Their expectations alone, they blow my mind. There was a lady that did a class for me the other day, and she was in a class. She said, wait, we're supposed to load the vehicles as well? What? Talking about the carriers. Yes, you load the vehicles. Oh, I thought that the load was going to be done for us. Excuse me, this ain't freaking UPS. Where'd you get that information from? Oh, I just didn't know. I know who's going to make it and who's not when they walk into my class. But educate yourself beforehand. Educate yourself beforehand. If you need some education on any one of the crafts, in my video description, scroll down, man, there's a lot of videos. What else you got to do? If I just told you this job can possibly change your life, what else you got to do? I talk about every single craft, what is expected of every single craft, what your job duties are in every single craft, somewhere in my videos, somewhere down there. We just need you to come in here and try to be the best person you could be. That's all that this place can really ask of you, is for you to do the best that you can do. Now, there are going to be some piss poor supervisors that don't see it, and there's going to be some situations. That's reality. And unfortunately, they let a lot of good people go because not everybody learns as fast. Some supervisors come to work that are miserable. This one got a divorce. This one did this. This one had a child pass away. This one's... So every scenario is different. We're all human. That does not give management any excuses. But only person that could take care of you the best is you. So if you really want to come in here and you see the people that are working in here and they're driving nicer cars, they may look miserable, but when you start asking them, how much did you make last year? Man, I only made fucking 62,000, man. It's bullshit. 62,000? So the most I've ever made in a year was 35,000. Think about that. 40,000. These people didn't make that 62,000 because they were gifted it. No, they made that 62,000 because they worked for it. They put up with a lot of bullshit before you. And right now, we're trying to change the culture. We're trying to change the welcoming process. And we're trying to make this place an easier place to work at. We're trying to make it more comfortable to work at. I'm personally trying to change the culture. And we got other carriers out here. We got other people that talk about their experiences out here. Educate yourself, please. Number 5. Please do your best not to argue with management. Please try not to. You're going to walk into some places and you're going to see people arguing with management. It's going to blow your mind. Like I said earlier, this place is nothing like you've ever experienced before in your life, ever. And what you see, do not duplicate, please. And when you have negative energy floating around you, push the negative energy away. Each and every one of us knows what negative energy is. If for some reason you're working around somebody that gives you negative vibes or negative feelings when you first start working there, thank you, but no thank you. Find somebody else. There's nothing rude about trying to negate negative energy. All right, because there's going to be people that come in there and talking about, man, this job sucks, man. Fuck this job, man. I can't wait till, man, fuck this job. I hate this supervisor. I hate this place. I hate this truck. I hate this. I hate this. I hate this. And then it comes to a point, and I said it before and I'll say it again. Yeah, well, why don't you quit? Why are you still here? You said you've been here 14 years. Why are you still here? And then when they look at you, they're like, well, yeah. Don't let nobody talk you out of your money. All right. Only the strong survive in this place. And it's a shame I have to say that, but it's reality. And it falls back on the people that we hire. It falls back on the management we hire. It falls back on the environment we hire. It falls back on the culture. And that's why we try to change the culture here to at least have people that want to work here and try to hold managers accountable for their negative actions. Try to hold employees accountable for their negative actions. And just there's no perfect place to work. There's people that leave UPS to come work for USPS. There's people that leave here to go work for Amazon. There is no perfect place to work. This place can be very toxic for your mind. It could be very toxic for your body. It's going to be incredibly, incredibly stressful for your first 50 days, give or take. Some people get the rhythm of it, other people don't. That's understandable. All that people can require or request of you is your best. And this is just one of those things where I just trying to let you know what you should expect from your orientation and then moving on. Now, there are different avenues you can go. You can become a mail handler, you can become a clerk, you could become a carrier, etc. But just the beginning phases, and this is true for all crafts, is that you're going to have to deal with something. And once you deal with that, overcome it, 9 times out of 10, if you've overcome the initial rush and initial bunch of foolishness, you got yourself a career. For now. Hopefully they don't privatize this place. But that's for another day. It's for another day. Listen, I hope this information wasn't a negative towards people, but for those that watch me, maybe you're new and you've never watched me before, they can vouch that I don't really pull punches or cut corners. This is a great place to work if you're a carrier and you love your customers. It's a great place if you love your hands-on work. It's just a matter of how you personally navigate this system. All right. So you have to have a strong body, a strong mind, and a strong will to want this job. And if that's not you, this won't be the place for you. All right. Now, I'm telling you that beforehand. When a supervisor or management tells you that, that's a whole different story. And this might not be the job for you. That's that threatening. But I'm letting you know beforehand, this ain't for everybody. This really ain't. At my age, I couldn't carry mail at this time. And I applaud all of those that are doing it. There's certain jobs that I physically could not do. I wouldn't put myself through that. I mean, if I was forced to, yes, but it's just some things that I won't want to. And if you're thinking about becoming a window clerk, you don't just come in and just do window clerk. You don't just take money. You're not just an associate, a window associate. No, you work your way up to that window, and you will have to take a test just to get there. And that doesn't just happen overnight. So just don't think that. And for those that think that carrying mail is just riding along in a cute little suit and just putting mail in a mailbox, that's not the case either. I say it before and I say it again. Carriers all over this country, true carriers that have been here 10, 15, 20 years, they have the best legs, no homo, of I put them up against anybody. Their legs, it could be the oldest lady in the world. Her legs are more powerful than the average person. I promise you that. Then that means to you that you're going to be walking. You're going to be going up and down stairs. That going to mean you jumping in and out of trucks. There's going to be a lot of stuff that comes with this job. I'm just trying to mentally prepare you and inform you. This ain't cake. All right? And definitely ain't going to be no icing on top of it. But in due time, oh yeah, you're going to have your cake and eat it too with the frosting. You know what I mean? Red velvet, baby. What the hell is that man talking about? Oh no. You see, I'm talking to myself. That's what this place does to you. If you're not crazy, don't worry, we'll train you. United States Postal Service. This is JH. And I'm out. Oh, Lord.
Unexpected expenses stressing you out? Get the money you need now with Loans for Feds, a program designed specifically for federal employees. Bad credit is not a problem. Application is fast and easy with same-day approvals. Apply now.